I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. This is going to kind of be a dual purpose test. In fact, it's the second part with the Henry H015-223. That's the single shot rifle, and I've got it right in here, and I've added a sling, which I'll show you in a moment. But first I'm going to show you the other test that we're going to be having. Because this is a 223, at 50 yards I'd ordered this. This comes from Make It Ring targets. No, they don't sponsor me. I'm always asked. You can even see it's marked 550. Normally these are AR500s. This is an AR550. And I've already painted it. And it's, what's the difference between a 5 and a 550? Well, that's a different abrasion resistant hardness. And it's supposed to be harder. It's supposed to be better for like 223, especially when you're shooting at 50 yards. I don't have any longer distance here, not safely, and I'm not going to shoot unsafe. The only way I'd have 100 yards is if I shot caddy corner of this property, and then I'd have plenty of room. Only problem is there's a lot of hills and stuff I've built in between, and you'd have to knock down a lot of trees too. I'm not going to do that. No, not at all here in Sea Roads. We're keeping it as natural as possible, as you can tell, all of our trails and everything. But that's what this is going to be, and we're going to put it up there at the 50 yard. Maybe that's appropriate. A 550 at 50 yards. So, we'll see what happens to that target when I do. Because what we're going to be shooting, like I said, is a 223. This is the first time this gun will be fired. I have not shot it. We are going to fire with the OEM sights, the fold down, as you know. Check it out, subscribe, right down over here, there's a picture of me and Pepper. Click on that, and you can go back to the overview where we actually talked about this gun and told you all about it. And, well, went through all the features and such. And also, as you may remember, if you have seen it, this is already tapped and drilled. So, what we're going to be doing in two other parts, we're not going to do it all in one. Well, naturally, I got to do some mounting. Henry's already got the rail in for me, and that will be for a scope. Now, I think we're putting a true glow scope on that. We're going to be having a Skinner optic at one point, but I don't think I'm putting it on that. I think that's going to be on another one, and I'm not sure which one. May switch around, even do some experimenting. One of the other things we are going to do, because there's two holes drilled back here, we're going to put a peep. A Skinner peep sight on there, and it's coming off of a gun that I've already got it on, which is a mare's leg. I'm going to put on a mare's leg. I'm switching back to the regular OEM open buckhorn sights, and we'll probably shoot that as another one that's a revisited, as we're calling them. And we're going to be doing more of those too, where we're going to be looking at guns that we've shot maybe several years ago. But anyway, right now, what we're going to do is concentrate on this. As you can see, I put an Allen sling on here. And yes, that'll work for carrying it, but what I use it for a lot is like this, for shooting. And I use it for stabilization. I did that a long time ago, and it worked. It's quick when you don't have anything else to prop it against, and you're having a hard time steadying. That will steady you some, at least. So anyway, let's get this target hung up. We'll go over the 50 yard range, and then we'll fire a few rounds out of this. Well, here we are on the 50 yard range. I've already loaded one round, and I've got some Tula ammo in here. And we're going to see what this does. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, normally Henry rifles are sighted in pretty good when they start, so we'll find out. Yeah, hit it. Believe it or not, dropped a round of ammo. Ah, here it is. Knocked it right off the table. We're going to fire about 5 rounds, and then we're going to see what it has up there as far as the target. I don't know where that hit on it, but it did hit it. Hit it again. Got a couple more. It is hitting that. And that's what I wanted. This thing is a little sticky though, again, for opening it. And I don't know why, but it is. I'm anxious to see what it does on this one, and then also the Skinner peep sight like we're going to do. Okay, that's 5 rounds. We're going to take a look at that, see what it did as far as did the hardness hold up. So we're testing that target as well as testing this. This rifle hit that target every round. Now we're going to take a look and see what's going on. By the way, I moved around a little bit, so we're going to see that on there too. So let's go get it and we're going to take a look. Okay, before we get to the gun, I'm going to show you the target. And not happy. Not with the results, that is. That's not too bad because I know how I was shooting. I told you how I was shooting with the thing. I was scattering them around. I should have kept it lower though if I wanted to keep in here. So that's not too bad. This is what I'm not happy about. This is a 5.550. Now I was told that it wouldn't. Well, it's pitted. It is definitely pitted. You can see that. So this is a 55 grain bullet. If I'd have been using 65s, I'd have probably re-pitted that thing. You know, I'm going to keep using this one. Like I said, I bought the thing. May talk to the company, see what they have to say. You know, most of the time they're telling you to go at least 100 yards, but I do not have 100 yards that I can shoot safely through here, unless I'm going to knock down a whole bunch of trees and that, and I'm just not going to do that. Cedar Oaks is kept so that it's, well, as you can tell, it's for the wildlife, except for when, of course, we're shooting here. Then we get a little bit noisy at times, especially with the 223. Well, and speaking of which, there's the rifle. You see how it acted? It shot very, very nice. I liked it. This padded back here, it really cushioned it. The recoil really wasn't that bad as far as I was concerned. I was going to show you though, for you guys that are beginners that have never loaded or unloaded one of these, because you know when you have a bolt action, you usually pull it like this, and the round comes flying out. It's got an extractor on it. This has an extractor, but not one that's going to throw it out. And I'll show you what I mean. Also load it. Of course, you break this open, and this thing, of course, has been having a little bit of a problem. That's one thing I've found so far. This is a little bit of a sticky workout on that one. You take the round, and I'll show you up close. Here we are. Okay, you stick it in here, and you'll notice this thing right here. Okay, you see it click in? Okay, that just held that in. Now you bring it down, see how it goes inward? Now it fires. This is an empty round, of course. Now, when you take out that round, see, it did not fly out. So you have to manually pull it out, just like that. Put it over, put your next round in. This is not, again, you just put it in till it clicks. This way, you fire your round, pulls it out for you. You pull it out the best way, put your next round in, and fire. That's all there is to it. Like I said, I wanted to make sure the beginners knew that. And also, your hammer. Well, you can't even open this if you got your hammer open. You always keep your hammer down for safety, as that rifle is safe now. Of course, it's not even loaded. But I'll tell you, this Henry H015-223 seems like a very nice gun. And it slings over your shoulder well, too. I mean, I know this sounds stupid, but some, you know, you can do it very, very easy, as you can see. and it holds up there good if you adjust the sling properly. I've had rifles that will kind of, you really got to do a lot of monkeying around with the sling. I didn't have to do that with this that much. The stock, again, like we talked in the overview, is a beautiful stock, as most Henrys are. But a single shot, again, I'm just trying to get used to single shot in the Henry because I'm so doggone used to all my lever actions, and it shoots like a Henry, good. And I'm anxious to put the peep sight on, and the peep sight will be mounted, by the way, right back here on those two holes. It's got 3, and the 3 are for that rail that we'll be putting a scope on too, but those are going to be other videos. The next thing we're going to do is put that peep on there, and we're going to shoot that in another video. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.